Good day to all serious Bible students. This is Eric L. Henry launching a new channel, Biblical Exploration with Doc. I am trying to get better understanding of scriptures. I'm trying to be able to share scriptures in a relevant, meaningful way with those who desire to know some more about scriptures. Over the years, I have seen people using the scriptures for so many different reasons. I've seen people deliberately falsifying scriptures to suit their purpose. I have seen people using scriptures to get where they want to go. I've seen people using scriptures to make a living. Bible, Bible, Bible. What is it all about? Whose Bible is it? Where did it come from? What purpose does it serve? I try to understand. Quite truthfully, I've found satisfaction from Bible texts. It helped my personal life. And I've seen others who've been greatly helped by scriptures. But there is still something about scripture that I need to understand, something I need to work with, something I need to say, well, yes, we have what is satisfactory. Mark you, I am not convinced that we will arrive at a point where we can say, yes, this is it, no more investigation. I do believe that as long as we live as individuals, as long as we're around as a community, as long as there are churches, we do need to investigate. We do need to analyze. We do need to critique. And we do need to interpret again and again. Yes, I've tried to grapple with the different texts. I have my Hebrew text, which I love very much. I try to use it, try to understand it. I have my Greek text that I try to understand, try to teach, and try to hear what it is saying. I've got my Aramaic text. Lovely. Help to interpret the Old Testament very well. I have my Latin text. And I've delved into the scripture from different angles. I try to study theology, try to get the discipline of what is called biblical studies. Major part of my study, history of interpretation, but I'm still exploring. I'm still trying to understand. And I need others to join with me, in the multitude of counsel. We get wisdom. And you can help me as much as I can help you. For this Bible impacts our world in a big way. Yes, I've seen people using the scripture to kill others. I've seen people using the scriptures to help others to find a better way of life. Scripture has been used in various ways. If it is what some say it is, the book of life, a word from God, then we certainly need to study it diligently. If it is a book to be thrown out, it's not relevant, it serves no purpose, then we need to study it carefully, because we must not just throw it out, we must throw it out intelligently. We must throw it out knowing that we have cast away that which is destructive. Many have gone in to study scripture and have established different methods and methodologies for the study of the scripture. We want to look at those. We want to look at some of the sayings about scripture. We need to look at some of the preachings from scripture. We need to look at some of the teachings from scripture. We want to see scripture. And by the way, I've seen so many people echoing what others have fed into them. For example, I've heard over and over again that this is a white man's book to the black race to keep them in subjection. Is that true? Well, when I look at the scriptures, this Bible is not coming from Europe. It's not coming from the Caucasian race. It's not coming from a white man. We need to get the truth of it. I've seen people having a lot of struggle over different versions. Which version is correct? Which version is worthless? Which version must be thrown out? Well, we're going to be having a look at scriptures. How do I approach the study of scriptures? It must be done in humility. We're students of the scripture. All arrogance must be thrown out when we come to study scripture. For that matter, any discipline we talk about, as soon as people begin to portray arrogance, it betrays something that is not worthwhile following. So, on this channel, we will try to put out different postings from time to time, and we will entertain worthwhile questions. We are not promising you that we will be able to answer all the questions that you will address, but we will look at just about everything. We want to have a worthwhile dialogue about the study of scripture, the interpretation of scripture, the understanding of scripture, the use of scripture. So let us work together and let us produce something worthwhile, something helpful to as many as will welcome it to be a part of their existence. Thank you very much. Begin to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Blessing on you with the Bible.